What does a low risk, low volatility portfolio look like for me? Well, first of all, before we create anything, we have to go through, in the case of low risk, exchange traded funds. And secondly, we needed to go through the car crash of 2022 to see if it survives. These were the returns. Now, you'll notice the drawdown is below 10%. Why is the drawdown below 10%? Well, because we said low risk, low volatility. Not the kind of low risk I'd want. I prefer higher returns for a higher drawdown. Why 15% per annum and not more? Because the drawdown was only 9%. It is for somebody of the nervous disposition, maybe somebody in their 60s, somebody very protective over their capital, somebody who worries and panics in market moves. So exchange-traded funds draw down below 10%, in other words, peak to trough falls 15% per annum. What does that actually mean? Well, it means doubling your money in 5 years. Is that going to happen? No, because the past can't guarantee the future. I'll say that again. The past cannot guarantee the future. In fact, by law, I have to tell you that, but by logic and history, I have to tell you that as well. What I'm trying to teach you here is, if you want to have low risk, what does that actually mean? It means drawdowns, falls in the value under 10%. What does it mean for returns? Well, I wish I could create a rocket which would generate 30, 40, 50% per annum with drawdowns of only 10% or lower, and over the period where even through a crash like 2022, it managed to do it. It doesn't exist. Nobody's created it in the history of the world. In fact, if you go back, you couldn't have created it. Okay? So that's what it looks like. Let's have another look at it. Those are the kind of numbers you're chasing. It's going to have to be exchange-traded funds. Not many, but it's going to have to be exchange-traded funds. And the reason it's exchange-traded funds is because then you get those lower drawdowns that comes with it. If you want more content like this, like and follow for more. And if you want free educational pension review, the links are in the bio. If you want a free course, free books, links are in the bio. Want free investment and pension tools? Yeah, you guessed it. Thanks.